Have you ever looked at a stone and thought, there's no way nature made that? Some crystals look like alien tech, frozen lightning, or something straight out of a sci-fi movie. But every single one you're about to see is 100% real. Formed deep inside the earth over thousands, sometimes millions of years. And here's the wild part. Some of these stones were discovered by accident. Some were hidden in plain sight. Some are so rare that even seasoned collectors may never see one in person. Stay till the end, because the final crystal looks so unreal that many people still think it's fake. Let's start with a crystal that looks like it's growing in defiance of gravity. Stibnite forms in long, sharp metallic spikes that radiate outward like a frozen explosion. These formations look engineered, like something designed by a machine rather than nature. Massive specimens were famously found in Ichinokawa. Some pieces are so perfectly formed, they resemble futuristic sculptures. The crazy thing is how delicate these structures are. One wrong move, and they can snap like glass. Imagine nature building something that looks powerful but is actually incredibly fragile. Now picture a crystal that looks like a bundle of glowing fibers pulled straight from another dimension. That's ulexite, often called the TV rock. It can transmit images from one side of the stone to the other. When you place it on text, the letters appear on the surface as if the stone itself is a screen. No batteries, no technology, just light traveling through millions of natural crystal fibers. People have tried to copy this effect in labs, but nature figured it out first. Hold one of these in your hand and it genuinely feels like you're touching a natural piece of optical technology. Then there's bismuth, the crystal that looks like it came from a cyberpunk city. Its rainbow colors and step-like geometric shapes look completely unnatural. While most bismuth crystals you see online are lab-grown, natural bismuth formations do exist and look equally strange. The vibrant colors come from a thin oxide layer that forms as the metal cools, creating a metallic rainbow effect. It's one of those crystals that makes people question everything they think they know about natural colors in stones. Now let's talk about a crystal that looks like it shouldn't exist on Earth at all. Crocoite forms in bright red needle-like crystals that glow like tiny flames. These crystals were famously discovered in Dundas, and collectors consider high-quality specimens some of the most visually striking minerals on the planet. The color is so intense that people assume it's dyed. But nope, pure natural chemistry at work. It's beautiful, but also toxic, which is a reminder that nature doesn't care about our safety standards. It just creates. Another mindbender is halite, common table salt's crystal form, but sometimes it grows into perfect cubes that look like they were 3D printed. In certain places, halite crystals can be so clear and sharp that they look like glass sculptures. Some formations even trap ancient water inside them. Tiny time capsules from millions of years ago. Scientists have found microorganisms preserved in these fluid inclusions, meaning some crystals literally carry ancient life inside them. That's not just a rock, that's a time machine in mineral form. Now imagine a crystal that forms in perfect spirals, like frozen DNA. This is where quartz gets weird. Some quartz formations twist as they grow, creating shapes that look like corkscrews or helixes. These formations are incredibly rare because crystals usually grow straight. When conditions underground change, just slightly temperature, pressure, chemistry, the crystal adapts, and you get something that looks alive. It's like watching nature improvise its own art. Let's jump to a stone that looks like it's melting, even though it's solid. Smithsonite forms smooth, rounded clusters that resemble dripping candy or melted wax. In soft pastel colors, pinks, blues, greens. It looks edible, but trust me, it's definitely not. These formations happen when minerals slowly replace each other underground, creating bubbly, flowing textures that seem to defy the idea that rocks are supposed to be hard and sharp. One of the weirdest formations ever found looks like stone flowers. Desert roses form when gypsum or barite crystals grow around sand grains, creating petal-like shapes. You can find them in deserts across Morocco and Saudi Arabia. Each one is unique, shaped by wind, sand, and time. No two roses are ever identical, and some are so perfectly shaped that people assume they're carved. They're not. That's just wind and minerals doing their thing over centuries. Now here's a crystal that looks like lightning frozen in stone. Lichtenberg figures can form in certain minerals when they're struck by powerful electrical discharges, creating branching patterns that look like lightning bolts trapped inside a crystal. These patterns show how energy once moved through the stone. It's like seeing a moment of chaos permanently recorded in rock. Another crystal that breaks brains is opalized fossils. Imagine a dinosaur bone or ancient shell, but instead of turning into plain stone, it transforms into shimmering opal. In Australia, opalized fossils have been found that sparkle with every color of the rainbow. It's proof that nature doesn't just preserve history, it decorates it. And then there's the crystal that looks like it's glowing from the inside. Fluorite can grow in cubic shapes with neon-like colors, purple, green, blue. Some pieces even glow under ultraviolet light. These crystals look like sci-fi power sources, like something you'd expect to see inside a spaceship. Yet they're just minerals, quietly forming underground while civilizations rise and fall above them. Before we get to the final crystal, here's something to think about. Every one of these stones formed without any design, without any blueprint, without any intention to look beautiful. And yet, they end up looking more artistic than anything humans design. It's a reminder that nature is the original artist, and we're just trying to catch up. Now, for the one that breaks everyone's brain. There are crystals that grow in formations, so thin and sharp they look like glass hair. These needle-fine crystals can form in volcanic environments where minerals cool instantly, freezing into hair-like structures. Some look like silver spider webs, others like frozen smoke. People who see them in person often think they're fake because they seem too fragile to survive in nature. But they do, and that's what makes them incredible. So next time you see a boring rock on the ground, remember this. Deep inside the earth, under pressure, heat, and time beyond human imagination, nature is crafting sculptures more bizarre than anything in a museum. Some of them glow, some of them look like machines, some of them look like they're alive, and most of them will never be seen by human eyes at all. If you enjoyed this journey into nature's strangest creations, hit that like button, because the more you look at the world closely, the more unbelievable it becomes. And trust me, this planet is hiding way more weirdness than we're ready for.